Alrighty, we are back with another episode of A Sex Talk. This is me, Taffy, and you are now twisting it with Taffy. Today, I have one of my favorite people in the whole world, Aubrey.
Hello.
I'm going to let her introduce herself a little quick for the third time.
I'm Aubrey. I am the co-host of What Are We Talking About, another podcast, and a close friend of Taffy's for many, many years.
Which is more than one.
Yeah, so it's good to be back. It's good to be here for what,
do the
third
podcast
time?
with?
Oh, I do the podcast with Mason Bell.
Who has also done an episode of this podcast with me. If you haven't seen it, go check it out, and then go check their stuff out.
All right, you ready to just jump into it?
Fuck yeah.
So do you want me to start?
Might as well, since you have a topic that you want to get into.
Yeah, so this was something that literally came up within the last few days, and I've seen and known about this topic for a while now, but I just started thinking about it again recently, and like just interesting feelings and thoughts I have about it. Have you heard of collaring?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but like on a very serious level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very into the kink.
No, yeah. So like to me, like, I don't know, like I used to think that it was like NBD, no big deal, and now I'm realizing, oh no, there's this other side of it that's like super serious and like obviously extremely controlling, but that's kind of part of a dom sub kind of thing. What I thought was interesting though is I keep seeing this couple I've seen them on TikTok, and I went and I watched a couple episodes of their podcast, and there was something about them where I was like enjoying a lot of the things they were saying, but there was some kind of underlying thing about them where they kept being like, we're a really traditional relationship, like a traditional values relationship, and I was like, something about you guys seems like you're not, like, no.
Like they don't outright say that they're doing like super kinky stuff. It's just like hey, we're a normal couple.
Well, yeah, I was like, to be fair, the dude does kind of look like Joe Rogan, so that's what probably left a bad taste in my mouth. But I did keep looking at their content because I was like, I don't want to just make assumptions based on somebody's appearance, like let me see what they have to say. And then I was talking to my sister about it the other day, and she was telling me about some like offhand shit they said, but then I started to realize in the videos the wife was wearing the same necklace in like every single video, and then it clicked in my head. I was like, bitch, that's a collar. Like, it's literally like a metal ring with another ring on it. Like, it's a collar for sure. And then I just didn't realize, and I had seen I don't know how many clips at this point. But then I was like, I don't know how you could be like, we're a traditional relationship if you're doing collaring. Like, that's not traditional. That's like a whole other dynamic to your relationship that feels to go beyond like traditional stuff. I don't know. I just also like, that made me go into like a deep dive of collaring stuff. And there's like I was
collared last night.
Well, no, I'm talking about like long term.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I went out, and the person I went out with, I told them, I was like, I have a collar if you want to go fuck around and make people feel weird about it in public. And he was like, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
like, 100%.
I was like, okay, cool. This is my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Second favorite thing. My favorite thing is having women spit shots in my mouth.
See, I could be into short-term collaring, but the long-term, I'm just like, to me, sometimes it seems like control to an extreme extent where I'm like, no, not every day, all the time. Because like, the reason it kept coming up and I keep seeing this stuff about collaring is there's this whole side of TikTok, obviously for, like kink community for sure. But there's a lot of young women I've seen make videos of them like removing their collar and like sobbing. And I'm like, holy shit. Like there's like, I feel like that's the BDSM kink equivalent of a wedding ring right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, because, like, two things with that. One, funny story about collaring. So I was at Union Station, like, 3-4 days ago, and it was the end of the day of work, and I'm just, taking a piss, and I walk out of the bathroom, and this dude and his girlfriend are walking through, and they look like stereotypical gothic steampunk like couple.
Yeah.
And like he's wearing like a fedora, but somehow he doesn't look bad doing it, but he
Ooh.
looks like if he didn't put effort into it, he'd look like trash, but he puts the right amount of effort into
Yeah.
it so it looks good.
Okay.
And then like I just see behind him, trailing like 2 feet behind him, is his girlfriend with a full-on collar with the dog leash on.
Oh my god.
And she's wearing like the fishnet gloves. She's wearing the platform goth boots with all the unnecessary straps. She's wearing like a red and black striped shirt and skirt matching combo, and then she's wearing all black makeup. And they're just walking like it's fucking no one's business. Not really middle of the day, like end of the workday. There's still a bunch of like families and like old people in
but
there.
I love that.
And they just walk by and I'm like, oh, these people don't give a fuck about nothing. I like them.
I feel like we don't get to see that a lot around here. Like that's sort of like we do. I will say we do have a lot of alternative people, but not like we don't really have like, at least to my knowledge, like a very big kink scene.
You haven't been on the Tinder out here.
Well, no.
I'm aware.
When I was in college, after freshman year of college, when I moved back home with my family, I kept Tinder. And I made a friend or two off of it, but like, no, all the people that I was matching with were like, nah, at that time. But I'm sure it's better now.
Fucking hot. It just sucks because they're all like 19 or 20. I'm like, I can't do anything with you. Like, I can't go on a real date with you. Like,
yeah, you can't go out. You can't like go to a bar. You can't.
There's nothing 18 and up in this town. Like back in college, fine. There was like 3 places you could go, or like you could go do stuff because you were in a college town. But here, no, you have to be 21 to enjoy night.
That's why the kids are always starting fights at the Worlds of Fun and the Independence Center.
But back to collaring real quick, because like. Collaring is more generally based to women. Like the women are the ones being collared. You don't really see men being collared all too often.
In a long-term sense, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would say the equivalent of it is having a cock cage.
Oh,
Cock
yeah,
cage
okay.
is the equivalent of, like, is the male form, quote unquote, of collaring. Because I know a lot of dudes who are like, yeah, dude, I'm wearing one right now. And I'm like, you look like you're ready to go hunting. And he was like, no, it's pretty fun. It's cool. It makes me have to control myself. And I'm like, weird.
God, the cock cage is like one of the most fucked up things on Big Mouth, in my opinion. Like, Andrew puts on his friend's dad's cock cage, and that's just...
It's a lot of sharing right there.
That's just, it's a level of nonchalant behavior that I will never be able to comprehend. I
just don't see how I'd ever be interested in having a cage, because it's like, I got too much thickness down there. I feel like it would hurt way too quickly.
Not even sharing another man's cage, just having your own. You're like, nah.
I think it would be really fun to do the Chinese finger trap with someone though.
Oh my god. Oh, so did you ever watch Eric Andre's, like, that movie he made? So he did something like that with, I think he did it, I can't remember if it was him and another dude or what, but it was his dick in the Chinese finger trap, and like he couldn't get out, and like a lot of people reacted hilariously to it. One of the guys, he walked into a barber shop. This dude was like, you get the fuck out of here. And he like chased him out with a gun. And then immediately was like, and once he got, it was a joke. He was like, oh, okay, that's funny as fuck. But I was like, Eric Andre was like, I thought he was going to kill me for a minute.
And I was going down.
Yeah, I was like, damn, was it worth it for the joke? Probably.
Yeah, it's like it was like the terrorist scene from Jackass. They were like it got to the point to where everyone was like, oh, is he gonna die? And everyone was like, at the end, they were like, yeah, this was so worth it. Yeah. Except for the dude who ended up finding out he had pubes on his face.
Oh God.
But yeah, so it's like it's fun with cock cages and collaring. I don't know. It's always stuff. It's like, that's cool as fuck, but I don't want to explore it in the slightest.
Yeah, I think for me it would be like I couldn't do that 24/7. No.
No.
Yeah, like I think that I have no beef with dominant partners, but like dominance 24/7, like sometimes I want to be an independent bitch.
I am too much of a switch.
On that bratty behavior, but
Normally I am dominant just because, you know, male and
Yeah.
I'm generally taller and significantly more stronger than the person I am doing stuff with.
yeah, so that was my issue when it came to women because they were always like, "Oh, you're tall, so you're gonna be," and I was like, "No, I'm baby."
I did get to experience my first extreme sub situation last night.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Tell me about
These
it.
on my neck.
Oh no, I didn't. Hello.
I got these on my neck. I got them on my tummy.
Holy shit.
They fucked up my spine.
Oh my god.
Fucking. We were both like, we were hitting it off real well, and we were both like, yeah, we're both switches. And I'm like, I'm normally used to, you know, doming because I'm, you know, a dude.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, trans man. And he was like, cool, so we're gonna have fun with this. And then we got to my room and we started fucking around, and it was like can't handle her weed, guys. Nerd. Nerd.
It's only the vapes. Only the vapes get me.
But we were like throwing it back and forth, doming and subbing for like 5 or 10 minutes for like the foreplay. And then like, I don't know what the fuck happened, but it was like the only time I've ever legitimately experienced subspace. I've experienced a lot of firsts last night that I didn't think I was going to experience.
No.
I entered subspace for the first time. I fully subbed, slept with the trans man, and I got my ass ate.
There you go.
I did not expect that one. Those are going to be fun to try to cut out. I'm not cutting them out.
Oh god. See, I'm so used to Mason and his little over editing. Well, what was I gonna? Oh, you know what? I think it would be. This is kind of randomly off topic, but I think it would be extremely fun
What would this podcast
to
be?
play with. Well, I think it would be really fun to play with a puppy. But like, I personally don't think I'd ever want to be in a relationship with a puppy. But I would love to be like a
pet play
dominatrix
puppy.
for like
Okay.
puppy play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
It's like you have a dog. Just go play with him.
no, of
I
course
was like,
that's
what
not what I
the
mean.
fuck are you talking about?
There's this show that was on Netflix for a short while that I watched with one of my roommates called Bonding.
I love that one. It's still there.
And when they bring in the puppy and all the dominatrixes and trainings are like, oh, I was like, me too. Like, I kind of want to feed him and play with him. Like, I don't want to fuck him, but I want to play with him like a puppy.
It's another one of those things. That stuff is just.
I will say any animal outside of a dog. Nope.
Yeah.
But I could do
like
the
cat
puppy
girls.
thing. Okay, yeah, maybe.
But I'm not gonna do like furry stuff.
Yeah.
Not that, but like the puppy one is because it's like they're in leather bound and they're in a leather mask, and it doesn't feel like they're actively acting like a dog in a sense. Like
Well, some of them it does. Like I don't know. Like I don't.
it's a hard one because it's like that one's like a very middle ground for me where I'm like. Yeah, I don't like the idea of it because it's like too close to bestiality, but I'm like, it's not like.
Well, that's what I
dressing up
mean with
full
like
animals.
I would, if that's somebody's kink and they wanted to pay me to engage with that, absolutely I would do it. It's just not something I would want in a partner, like for me personally, because I don't think I can engage with it on a sexual level.
I think the way it would be for me is like the difference between like puppy play, like with a leather pup or something like that, is they're not dressed like an animal. They're not trying to inherent.
Other than like maybe
Just
a
a
head
mask.
yeah.
They're not in a furry suit. They're not
No,
like,
see, that's what
trying
I'm
to
thinking
look
of.
like an animal. They're not trying to have an animal fuck them.
Yeah.
Or like someone dressed like an animal fuck them or something like that. You know?
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. There was a weird courtroom show I watched one time where
So much TV.
no, I know this one but it's Willem the drag queen is the judge of the court.
Okay, sure.
And there's
No
one
wonder
where
you watched
it's a roommate and his roommate is into puppy play, and he like the other roommate has beef with it, and it makes him uncomfortable. But I ended up following the puppy play roommate after on Twitter because he just does like photo shoots for like the leather pup stuff, and he's just precious. Like when he was in the courtroom, like Willem was kind of engaging with it, as far as like I was like, oh, he just seems like a sweet good boy, like. Which seems like the wildest thing to say, but I don't know. Just something about it just seems wholesome and precious. But yeah, once it becomes like the furry thing, then it's no longer wholesome and precious.
Yeah, now like another thing with that. Sorry, I'm trying to find a specific person
I would
on
also like to
Twitter.
clarify, we're not yucking anyone's yum. These are just our personal preferences.
I'll go with that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want anyone to have beef. Like, we're not saying you're fucking weird if you like that.
No, I'm saying you're fucking weird, but it's okay to be weird.
But yeah, whatever you like is whatever you like. You can't
Up
really...
to a point.
Yeah, well, to a point, for sure. Okay, let's keep this moving.
Well, no, because like I was gonna say, another person you might want to check out if you're like interested in like looking at some like pup play stuff, is Cam Damage. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. They're a pretty prominent trans male porn star. I hope I got that right. But they're like fully blackout tattooed for the most part, like all
wow.
over. And then like fucking just wears a pup mask and does a lot of leather stuff. I'm trying to find their thing.
After getting some color in tattoos, I gotta say I respect the shit out of people that have blackout tattoos. Like that has gotta be a bitch to sit through.
Oh yeah, especially the ones that get like massive amounts done at one point.
Yeah, shading is like the hardest thing I've ever had to sit through in my life. I could fall asleep during line work, and I almost did during my last tattoo, and I had to keep like keeping myself awake so I wouldn't like flinch. But oh God, that color, man.
So I don't imagine you have this problem all that much, but being in sex work and trying to find your friends on Twitter is so fucking hard because everyone's shadow banned or you're shadow banned and you can't look up people or the thing doesn't pull up. I fucking hate it, man.
Literally.
I hate it so fucking much.
The only sex worker that I have followed for a long period of time,
other than me,
was Dolly Mattel. And she kept getting kicked off of every social media platform she was on. The only consistent one I was able to keep was her Snapchat, and even then that one went blackout for a while. And it was so disappointing because I was like, what the fuck is people's beef with her? Like, there were literally like forums dedicated to shitting on her for literally no reason. Like, I was like, the fuck? She's not Riley Reid. Like, calm the fuck down. She's not doing anything problematic. Unless you think sex work is problematic, which if you do, you need to take a step back.
Okay, so like, cause it's gotten so bad at this point that like, if there's someone I want to find like quick, I have to go to Instagram, look up their Instagram, use their link tree in their Instagram to go to their Twitter, because you're not gonna find the good pictures on Instagram, because Instagram is a safe one. You have to go Twitter for porn, but it's like. Yeah, good on it.
That's why I can't open Twitter in public spaces, though.
Oh, I'm on Twitter constantly at work.
So my Twitter is almost all Drag Race people.
Yeah.
But that also means everyone that I follow is gay, so I get a lot of naked men. A lot of naked men on that timeline.
I'm trying to find the picture of the pup. But yeah, no, I definitely get that. I watch... Actually, I don't get that because I am consistently just looking at porn at work on the clock all the time.
Well, y'all can, I was like, y'all are more in a...
Don't put y'all. This is me. This is just me. Being a problem, not caring what other people think in a sense, because no one's going to look at my phone. And if you're getting close enough to look at my phone, fuck you.
Well, also, if you look at another person's phone, that's kind of...
Yeah, fuck you for looking at my shit. It's not like I'm looking up wild stuff. I'm just literally looking at people getting eaten out. Fuck you. Like,
I mean, that's not that wild.
Where's the puppy?
Could be worse.
I'm trying to scroll through it and see. Just good memes.
That's me.
But like, especially now that I've gotten into sex work, I found a lot of like really cool niches that people do that I didn't think I would like watch or like really dig into. But then you find someone and you're like, oh, They're hot as shit. What are they into? And they're like, I put glass in my asshole and farted out. And I'm like,
What?
that's not a real thing that I've seen anyone do, except for the one man, one jar, but that was a thing. Like, look at this. He's just fucking vacuum sealed in a thing.
Oh my god, that one.
Getting his pussy
That's
played with.
one that I know I could never do, like the vacuum seal thing.
Did you see the meme going around of I know, I think it's just a sex work thing. There's there's a vacuum sealed sex cube where you get in and you're just sealed inside of a cube of latex. It's like the face from Doctor Who or whatever.
Oh my god.
And this girl posted on there, she was like, wow, this is pretty mild. I don't understand what you guys are all getting upset about. And then someone else was like, if this is mild for you, I don't want to know what kind of fucked up shit you're doing. And it blew up. I was like, oh.
I'm gonna have to agree though, like if that's mild for you, we probably shouldn't bone. No.
I can't hit you the way you want to be hit.
Oh
my god, it's so hard to find this picture. Sex workers post so often. It's like, thank you, but like, fuck, man, it's finding specific ones. I will say one thing I did find that I really want to do now, especially with my other line of work being a rigger, is rope access porn.
Oh yeah.
Where you're just like on a cliff face fucking on ropes. I got a video that I want to show you because it's hilarious. But I want to find this puppy video first.
But yeah, you have the knowledge to like set that up and do that.
For the most part.
Yeah.
I could do it 95% safe.
Okay, well. Maybe find some girl that also knows.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm not buying a girl another harness.
Yeah.
That's too much money. No, I need
find a girl that already has one. Yeah.
Yeah, I need someone that has their own. What the fuck is this? Is that Tarzan?
And Milo.
Fucking Milo?
The namesake of my dog. Oh god.
Ugh. Well, I think I'm gonna give up on finding this puppy picture, but I can show you oh, here it is. Here's the puppy.
Oh, yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, so precious.
So precious.
Like, let me throw the ball for you.
Let me pet you and say good boy. Like,
Exactly.
just the whole mask. And those masks are fucking expensive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had one of my many, many roommates had one.
Your many roommates.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, well, there's so many.
I know.
Over the years, and
I've met
they
most of
all are into different sexual things. So.
As his roommates do go.
Yeah.
But
it's good. You get a lot of exposure to lots of different things that way.
I hate doing this. I did manage to make it on the front page of Chatterbait's Twitter today because me and my friend at one of the expos took a Star Wars themed picture because she was dressed up as sexy Yoda, and today's Star Wars Day, so they reposted it today, and I'm getting blown up. It's great. I love it. Maybe I'll get somewhere.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, are there any other topics while I look for this video real quick? Because it's hard.
Man, cosplay porn. That'd be a thing to get into.
I want to so
like,
bad. I'm
at
trying.
least like sexy cosplay photo shoots. That would be fun.
I'm wanting to so badly. One of the things I am doing is coming up with just really funny and creative ways of, filming videos. Because I got, when I go to Vegas, I'm filming with one of the people I met at one of the things, and we hit it off pretty well, and we're doing a 1980s style exercise porno.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah,
I'm
like a Richard Simmons type of one.
Yeah,
and I'm planning it out right now. I gotta find a fucking outfit that I want to do because I don't want to look like Richard Simmons, but I want to.
Well, yeah, because
I need the tight shorts. I don't care about that.
I don't know, Richard.
I get that was a different level of gay, but like.
I was like, I don't think there's ever a look Richard Simmons wore that was like, yeah, I want Richard Simmons to fuck me.
Like, oh yeah, this dude, I'll take it.
You gotta oil yourself up like the Tybo guy.
But I want to find an outfit that makes me look like one of those hot Swedish like.
Oh yeah.
Because I got the long black hair now, and it's like, oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
1 and 2 and 3 and yeah. I don't fucking know.
Well, but you got a whole character ready.
Yeah. I have a lot of ideas for shit that I want to
And you thought
implement.
you'd never use your acting degree.
I'm still working on it. Fuck you. I'm not out of movies yet. I haven't gotten my face tattoos that I want to get.
Oh my god. What do you want to get?
Well, so I plan on getting a spiderweb tattoo in my earlobe because that sounds cool as fuck. And one of my friends has it, but now I'm like, I don't want to copy him because I feel like that's posery. Give up on this. I hate my life. I can't find this fucking.
I'm still trying to find like good inspiration for the Bobby Hill tattoo that I want, and it's so hard because
if you
everybody
get it
keeps
without
getting...
me, I'm gonna be upset.
No, yeah, I mean,
We don't get matching.
we'll
King
get
of the Hill
this
tattoos.
planned. But like I keep seeing people do the Bobby Pin one, and I'm like, no, I want to see something else. Somebody have some other fucking idea. I did see one where it was Bobby dressed up like a girl, and I did love that one. Granted, I will say I think I want to wait until this King of the Hill thing, this reboot happens to see what happens with that.
I got rid of the video on Twitter. No, I can't find it. But no, I'm also wanting to get a I want to get just a straight solid line from my lip down to like my chin. Like just straight solid black line because like I have when those AI generated photos were popular. I had a couple that had that in it and it looked good as shit.
Yeah.
And then I also want to figure out some sort of tattoo that I can get that if my beard grows back, it's hidden under it.
Okay.
That way, if I have a beard, I don't have face tattoos.
Yeah, like if you did one on your jawline, that would be good.
Well, I'm thinking like sideburns, kind of
you
like
could do that too.
pretty easily hideable. And then, I don't know, I think before I leave here, I'm getting 1998 on my knee. I've told you about this one.
Yeah.
I'm excited. That one always looks hot when people have it.
Yeah.
An old Gothic. But my brain farted. I hate it.
I got a pig tattoo on the books, but it's not till September because I don't want to get any more till September or till.
What was the recent one you
Summer's
got? You just got your fifth one or whatever?
I just got Ramona with Scott in her bag from the graphic novel.
The fucking tower.
Well, I'm cold. It's cold in my house, but yeah, it's obviously a little leaky under there. But I love it.
We've all been there.
Scared Scott. He's so precious. And this just makes me even more excited for the anime that's coming out.
Oh, I'm excited for it. You see Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out tomorrow?
Oh, no.
Yeah, the third one's coming out.
I haven't even watched the second one, but it's because, it's literally only because it's hard for me to watch Chris Pratt. Like, it used to not be difficult. Like, back when I watched Parks and Rec for the first time in high school. Yeah, it's before I realized, it's when he was still married to Anna Faris, he was a secret Christian, where nobody knew how weird and crazy he was. And then they got divorced, and he joined that crazy Hillsong church. And I was like, no.
I'm good.
Yeah, I was like, I'm out. But granted, I will say, Guardians of the Galaxy was good.
A little bit more off topic from the world of sex, but how fucking excited are you for the new Legend of Zelda?
Oh, I'm pretty excited.
I'm so fucking ready.
I heard some people talking shit the other day because
they shut the fuck up.
No, I know, because they were like, oh, the Breath of the Wild completely fucking ruined like the way the Zelda games work. And I was like, no, they made it better. They expanded upon it for children of 2020, like, and 2023 and whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't see how continuing to go down that direction would be a bad choice. I enjoyed it, but also I will say Breath of the Wild was my first Legend of Zelda game. It
was my first one that I fully played through. I played the original one, like, kind of, and then I had a couple of others that I would do every once in a while. But it's one of those, it's the thing about The Legend of Zelda, not to get too heavy in the lore, because there's plenty of videos that explain it, is that there's Zelda and Link are never the same person game to game. It's always a different version.
Yeah.
Like, it starts off, goes down, and then it branches into 3 different timelines, and then coalesces back into Breath of the Wild, and now this one. But I'm just so excited about all the stuff that you can do. There's so much adding, and like...
Is there going to be a female Link outfit like there was in Breath of the Wild for that one city?
For the Garuda?
Yeah.
People? Probably, I don't know.
That was my, once I got that outfit, that's all Link wore. He was not going to wear anything else because he looked too cute in that crop top.
Are we giving Link big old goblin titties?
Oh,
I want it.
maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows?
But like, so in the world of sex, how's your sex life going? Any new things? Have you tried anything fun recently?
No.
No.
It's been pretty basic recently, but you know, it's just how it is when you got a full-time job, got a lot going on, you know,
I
like.
don't know if that's how it has to be.
No, but you know,
It's just how it be.
it's what it is. It's okay. We got the cruise, so, you know.
Try it in the hot tub. Please, for the love of God, do not.
No!
You will get a yeast infection.
That would be so bad.
Hot tubs are significantly worse than pools in terms of germs.
Yeah.
But I also say this as if I haven't fucked in a lake.
Oh, God, now that one. Who knows what's in there?
I was.
Yeah. Well.
And like 12 other people.
Yeah. 12
couple
other
of
people
fish.
and their bacteria.
And a couple of fish.
A couple of fish and their turds.
Yep.
Well, you know.
Water is not good lube. If you guys, for
Didn't
some
already
fucking reason,
know, yeah.
don't know this, don't use water as lube. It was so hard. Like, we tried. We were being, like, all sneaky and shit. Kind of, not really. But it was just, like...
Not really.
Like, we tried, and I got it in there a little bit, and it was just, like, so hard. But once you get it in there, like, the pussy, like, lubricates itself, and you've got, like, a seal plugged up in there, so it's, like, it works. But it's just, like, fuck, the beginning of this was so much work, and I kind of don't want to do
It seems
this
like it would be a lot of work if you were in the lake, because that's, like, you gotta swim while you do it. Like, unless, where are you at? Like,
We were at the dock, like, where those ladders are to, like, climb up and up.
oh, man, right up next to the fucking nasty-ass dock. Oh, God.
Look, man, you get horny when you're 18.
Yeah, it's
19.
on the boat that's on the dock, not
I'm not
next to the dock.
I don't have boat money.
Surely somebody's got a boat.
No, this is Bella Vista.
Ain't nobody got a little fishing boat, like a
No.
little one?
No.
Why not on the dock? On top of it?
Because it was a public place and there was people
shit,
everywhere.
You're in a public dock.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was fucking with like random strangers like 20 feet from me.
Shit.
But it was like a lake, so you couldn't really see
danger.
far enough down there.
Now you recorded that and put it online. That'd be a hit.
That'd be great.
Be a hit.
But
Certified banger right there.
it was. No, it was the 4th of July, and then we like got done with that.
Oh
Like,
God.
we were like, this is so much work. And then we go back to my house, and you remember what my house used to look like, right? Mm-hmm. Like there's that long stretch of road down there. We went and poked in the road while the fireworks were going off. And,
You could. There's not like.
well, because you could see cars coming too. So like it's like if you see something coming, you can hide. So like we did it, and I saw a car coming, and we like into the tall grass and like hid behind like one of those, I don't know what the fuck the big green box that's like a power generator or electric meter. I don't know what the fuck those things are.
Yeah, I get what you're saying though.
We hid behind one of those and like continued, and the like car like slowed down because they saw fireworks in the road. We're like, go.
God.
Get the fuck out of here. And then they did, and then we're like, okay, better.
Get back to it.
Yeah.
Sing it in.
That's a good segue into a question I did have. What's do you have any memorable, embarrassing sexual encounters?
One time my nose started bleeding as we were getting to business in a previous relationship. And like we were in the dark, so we didn't realize anything was happening. And then all of a sudden he was like, is your nose bleeding? And I was like, I don't know. And we like went to the bathroom, turned on the lights. It was terrifying looking. It was like all
was it like a hardcore blood?
Yeah,
or
like,
does it just happen
well, no,
enough that
this still happens to me where during the winter my nose gets really dry and I get spontaneous nosebleeds, and sometimes it's just real bad. And so that was
I get that if I go to a really dry climate. Like anytime I go to Vegas, I'll get nosebleeds.
But I guess other than that, not super, other than like the time that the cop actually like came and knocked on the window, and my boyfriend at the time managed to get his pants on, but I was still topless, so that was
nice.
And the cop literally opened the door, lights right in the titties, and he's like, you guys want to move it along?
Now, to be fair, with all due respect, Aubrey, at least you could pass for a young male with you.
Yeah, I was like 18 at the time too, so like very skinny.
But you did have the
could've passed.
long brown hair.
Yeah.
No.
Could still be a dude. Could still be a dude.
Yeah, fair. You look like me at
Like,
this age.
oh, sir, we weren't doing anything back here. We're just
Dude, we were doing push-ups, bro.
we're two dudes talking about some football.
Why are you gonna be homophobic, bro? No, so the nosebleed thing, the only way to solve that and make it not awkward is if you would have been like, oh my god, I think I'm coming. And then the light turns on and you're like,
I think if that
wow.
happened now with my current partner, we would probably laugh about it. But like, yeah, that dude was not.
was this the?
He's not interesting sexually.
Was this the one that caused the problem between the
Yeah.
best friend? Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
for sure, yeah.
Okay, cool.
He
That's what I
was-
figured.
Yeah. It was what it was.
Yeah.
You know.
I've got
And
some
then you
pretty-
realize there are better, bigger and better dicks out there.
like Dwayne the Rock Johnson's
Yeah, exactly.
or Shaquille O'Neal's. No, his is actually average. Shia LaBeouf has a massive hog.
Or
I'm making all this up. I don't know.
shit, who's
Brad Pitt.
No, why can't I think of his name? The hot bald guy who's in everything.
Liam Neeson.
No, the porn guy.
Porn guy, Johnny Sins.
Yeah, that guy.
No, but like, so embarrassing sexual encounters. This one's not really embarrassing. More so it was just like really like unnecessarily awkward.
Yeah.
So I brought a girl back to my dorm, and we were getting hot heavy, and had the lights off because for some reason girls want the lights off.
Yeah.
I hate it so much. I get it, but I'm like, I'm not fucking you to not see what it looks like. Like, I want to see what's going on, okay?
Yeah, but like when you're like a 19, 20-year-old girl and you're still insecure about your body, speaking from personal experience, you're like, don't look my vagina directly in the eyes.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
look
like
it in the eyes.
Like, the whole point I do, the one of the main reasons to do doggy style is to get to look at the butthole.
The butthole.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I would just
It's
say
one of the
the
reasons.
ass, like it's right there.
No, you gotta hold it open, and you
Also,
see the
it's just,
butthole
like,
like
the best-
squeeze and like contract, and it's like, nice.
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
Well, I guess. In my personal opinion, it's just the best angle
Yeah.
for the insides.
It really depends on the person, because
Yeah,
some
no,
people
some
stick
people
their
got
ass
different-
way too up in the air, and I have to like get my leg up and like fucking like stand up pretty much, and I'm like, can you please not? Like, I am down here.
No, I'm a
That's why-
princess. So.
That's why I go with the flat on your stomach, like doggy style, because you can get further in, you can hit harder, you can go a lot faster,
Yeah.
and they're still a pillow princess. They don't have to do shit, and you're also pretty much laying down.
That's the goal.
But no, so we were getting hot and heavy, and the lights were off. And I go down on her, and I'm like, this shit tastes weird. And I said something about
It's
it,
weird.
and she was like, oh yeah, that's because I'm on my period. And I'm like,
That would have been nice to know
I'm like-
before I started this venture.
yeah. And I'm like, really? And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, is that...
Just
is that
before
true?
any kind of sexual activity.
Yeah, and I was
would have
like-
been like,
I was like, well, I'm not going to continue eating you out, because like...
yeah,
Like, I'll fuck you, and like we
Yeah,
did.
but like still, like again, but preface it. It's not like that's a deal breaker for sex, but like, understandably, you don't want to
It's a
go
dick
down on
move.
some. Yeah.
I think the most awkward one that happened, we weren't having sex, but so it was me, my ex-best friend, and one of our friends from high school, all dudes. There was this group of girls that we were flirting with, and we brought them back to my house. My friend had a van, and my parents were home at the time, so we couldn't fucking do anything
Shit
at
in
the
the
house.
house, yeah.
But we had that long stretch of road, and we just drove the van and parked in the grass, like in the field right next to it, and like we were just like, each one of us like would pick a door and like open it and hide behind it, and we were just getting our dick sucked and whatnot. And like and like fun stuff, and we took turns, and
Assholes played with.
yeah, like and so like we were doing that, and then like one person was the lookout, and or this was so long ago. I think two people were the lookout because like we were just talking.
Yeah.
The other person was getting their thing
business done. Mhm.
and because there wasn't like a whole lot to hide. But so then we were like, we saw like car lights come around. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and where I live, people aren't coming down the road at 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, And you know, when you see like headlights, you can tell if it looks like a cop car's headlights.
Yeah.
Because they all look like a Dodge Challenger, or they look like a Chevy Suburban or whatever the fuck. I don't remember the type. But so like we see it, and I'm like, that looks like cop headlights. And then it turns down that road to like come to us, and we're like, oh shit, everybody get in the fucking van, hide, or whatever. And one person hides under a blanket in the van, and then two people go and run into the grass like 7 feet away, like the end of this room. They're just hiding in the grass. The cop car pulls up, turns his lights on, and he's like, what are you guys doing out here? And thankfully my house was a football field away.
Yeah.
So I was just like, we're just out here, you know, like watching stars. He's like, why are you parked on the street? I'm like, we're in the grass. But he's like, well, we're getting complaints. Where do you live? And I'm like,
Literally.
I live in that house. And he's like, oh yeah? I was like, yeah. And he was like, let me see your ID. And I showed him my ID. And meanwhile, there's two people that are like pants down in the grass right next to him, like just in a wheat field kind of thing.
Fucking scrambling.
Yeah, they're just like, and we have this long conversation. He's dragging it on, and he's like, oh wow, you do live right there. He's like, why the fuck are you out here? I'm like, I wanted to look at the fucking stars, dude. Like, what do you mean?
Bruh.
Like, fucking loser. And
Jesus.
it just like took so much convincing, and he left, and we were like, okay, it's all clear. And then the two of them were waddling with their like pants down their ankles, or like,
God.
they're like, I'm so fucking scared right now. And I'm like, yeah, I almost shit myself. Thank God I live here.
Yeah. Dear Lord.
God, yeah. And that was a high school experience. The high school ones are always the weird ones, because that's when you're really trying stupid shit.
Oh,
if you were
for
like
sure.
sexually expressive in high school, because to be fair, a lot of people weren't.
Yeah, I went to religious school,
The
so.
thing that is so fucking confusing to me is whenever you see the statistic that's like the average male has, what is it, like 6 to 8 partners in their lifetime, and I'm like,
Really? That's the average?
average? Yeah.
Okay.
Let me make sure. Hey Siri. Fuck you. Hold on. Hey Siri. What's the average amount of sexual partners for a male? Let's see. General, anywhere between 4 and 8 partners is considered average. That's just like, it's such a small number.
Yeah, I would think it'd be like 10.
Because it's like, you gotta realize, and I think it is from adults, so you're not getting like teenagers in it, but I don't think that would really, like, they become adults eventually, so like, I don't know how that would help or hinder it. But you gotta factor in, a lot of people are like high school sweethearts, or like monogamy is still pretty prevalent, so people don't really get out and explore a lot. But it's just insane to me, because I'm like, dog, I hit 10 like 2 months after I lost my virginity. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but like even for someone like myself who isn't like insanely
Isn't me.
all over the place, like that my number is higher than that. Like, so that's yeah, to me that's kind of wild. Like that's interesting. I mean, you know.
And the insane thing is like, those people, I've met a few of them that are like that, and they're like, yeah, I'm really good at fucking, I'm good at sex, and I'm like,
How do you know that?
I'm like, no, I doubt that. You're really good at your one partner who also probably hasn't had a whole lot of experience exploring other people, so they don't get much more than what is right there.
But also anyone who says they're good at sex or feels the need to say that, it's like, no, yeah.
I'm gonna fight you on that one, because I say it
I don't think you do though. I don't feel like you say that.
to the people I'm trying to fuck, I do.
Oh, well, I'm proven wrong, I guess.
People are like, I don't know, but it's fucking, because it's one of those things where it also makes it really fun to cuck people whenever they're like really excited to try something new out, because I've done it to a few people, and like, because I do take effort into like being good at sex, it's always so funny. I'll like start doing the segs Or like in a
The six.
three-way, or just any situation in which there's like another couple and me being the unicorn. I think is the correct term. I don't know if it's female exclusive.
No, I think that works for men too.
But it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, you let them go first because they're like the couple and you're like playing around, and then you get into it and the girl is immediately like, oh my God, this is and I'm like, oh, you haven't had anything like this, have you? And then like I just sit back and watch a little bit because like it's a couple of my friends will do it that I've done. A couple of my friends that I've done stuff with have done it where I'm just like, dog, you fuck like this?
You fuck like this?
Up your game, man. This is like, I'm feeling sweaty from this. Like, what the hell? You put in so much effort to be not enough for me.
To be mediocre at best.
Yeah, I'm like, I hope that doesn't come out as dickish as it might, but like.
Well, no, I mean, but that's on both partners though, because if the one partner is not doing a good job at fucking the other partner, and the other partner is not saying shit about it, then of course that's the way it is, because you aren't saying shit. Like.
Yeah, and then I'm like, whenever that happens, I'm like, oh, this is why you guys do three ways.
Yeah.
Because. And I haven't had the chance to really test it out. But I think I am on a parallel to that in the sense of like, I love the idea of watching my partner get fucked by someone else, but not because I'm like, I want them to be satisfied. It's because I'm like, ooh, yeah. I want them to come back to me and tell me how much better I was than that person.
So would you be, but then if your partner did that and they came back and they were like, no, that person was really good, would you be upset?
I'd be like, well, okay, what the fuck did they do? I'm gonna be better than that. I mean, what do you want?
Okay, so it gives you a goal to achieve. I see.
I'm like, there's no fucking way.
There you go.
There's no fucking way.
That's a positive way to think about it. Like, yeah, that's a healthy way to be like, I want to best that person at sex.
Yeah, because I always feel bad because I had one situation with a close family friend of mine where like her and her now fiance, no one likes it, but now fiance, were wanting to explore some stuff, and they hit me up for a threesome, and like he we switched off holes, and like I started going to town, and then he got jealous about like how it was going on, and I'm like, dude, I'm giving it no effort.
But that's the thing, like, why'd he agree to do that if he was gonna get jealous?
Exactly. And then like it got weird because I was going to town, and then he would be like, no, it's my turn, and I'm like, okay, that's weird.
You could fuck it all the time, but okay.
But then he came like in like 3 or 4 minutes, which I'm not shitting on anyone that does it. But it was just like, he was like, yeah, this is going to be he made a premise that made it sound like he was going to last a lot longer. But then he was like, became like a sad puppy in a sense, because he just came, but the session wasn't over, so he had to just sit there and watch. But he was like trying so hard to get it back up to get back in the game, but he just couldn't.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is cringe.
That's uncomfortable, because it's like, well, we're not done, but I don't know that I want to keep being here because this is making me feel weird.
Yeah, I'm not giving this up.
Yeah.
We got to finish the session, but it's like, ooh, this is awkward. Scary. But outside of that, like, I don't know, there's still so many places that I want to like fuck that could potentially lead to a awkward scenario, but it's like some of them I've just passed the age point of doing. Like, I really want to fuck on a football field.
Oh yeah, that one.
Kind of hard to do that after college.
Yeah.
Significantly harder to do it after high school, but it's hard to do it after college. Depending on what school you go to. If you go to a D3 school, sure. But I also really want to fuck on television.
On television?
I want to be an HBO fuck.
Okay.
I love it. I want it so bad. And then, I still really want to fuck in a cemetery. But like, I don't know, I believe...
On HBO, you think they're really fucking?
It depends on the movie. The only one I have specific examples of isn't HBO. It's actually Netflix. It's The Volumes of a Nymphomaniac with Shia LaBeouf. They actually fuck on that. Yeah.
Interesting. I did not know that.
It's a full-on porno. But outside of that, I don't know any others that are like.
Is it good?
Legit.
Is it like a porno with plot?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's more so. I'm
gonna watch that.
It's a dramatic thriller with porn, more so.
No, but that's a porn with it sounds like a good plot.
Yeah, it's like a 2.5-hour movie, but it's two movies. It's two of them. There's Volume 1 and Volume 2. Volume 1, so it's all about a woman who is going through like her life experience, without giving too much away, and she starts off from the beginning, like adolescence, and like how she became like sexually initiated, or what, that sounds weird, how she discovered her sexuality and whatnot, and like all the like weird stories and kinky stories, and like it's technically foreign, but like it's in English. I think it's like French. So like she's on a train ride and she like blows this dude because she sees his wedding ring and she's going, I want to see if I can. So she does, and then like a bunch of other stuff, and then the second one is her adult life, like, past 6 months kind of situation, and there's like some hardcore scenes in it, like, no, I can't ruin it.
No, yeah, because I'm gonna watch this now. Now I'm fascinated.
But actual murderer Shia LaBeouf is there, caught in a bear trap.
Oh my god. Honestly, I'm concerned about Shia LaBeouf.
He's doing fine now. Have you seen Peanut Butter Falcon? Oh, it's really good. I'm
just kind of mad though that he made that whole movie like about his like childhood or whatever, and then was like, oh yeah, none of that happened. I was like, what do you mean none of that happened?
Peanut Butter Falcon's it's an indie film that he made that's about a hitchhiker that ends up picking up a dude with Down syndrome who wants to be a WWE star, and then it becomes his like journey to get him into the ring of like a wrestling match, and he does.
Okay.
Pretty chill, pretty nice, it's cute. Before the episode's over, let's go over. I wanna read you some of my porn ideas that I have.
Okay.
So there's the 80s workout porn. I want to do a rodeo clown porn.
How does that one work?
Well, because like I have a bunch of Western wear, so it'd be like me in like a Western getup, or maybe like me in cow print or something, and like I want like a cute pastel rodeo clown girl to be like, haha, got you, teehee. I don't know, like playing with a bull kind of thing. Play on that, or like the rodeo one. I haven't thought it out too much. I just like the aesthetic of it. Another clown one I want to do is I want to do one where it's like a clown girl and she's like, oh no, I'm late for my party. I don't know what's going on, and then like pulling out a bunch of shit, like does the handkerchief thing, and then.
Have you seen Mime and Dash?
No.
Okay. After this, I want you to watch it. It's a precious little cartoon.
Okay, but I want it to be like, okay, I need to practice because I have a party I have to go to work, and she's like, I'm not super familiar with all of my balloon animal ties. Can you help me? And then she's like, the dude's like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then so she's like, okay. So then she's like, takes down his pants. She's like, what the fuck you doing? She's like, you said you'd help me. So then she grabs his dick and just like blows into it. And then like
the penis inflate.
Yeah, you gotta get a video of the dick getting hard as she's blowing it.
Oh, okay. I like that. Yeah.
And then it's like tries to like bend it and move it. And it's like, it's just not doing what I need it to do. What's going on? And he's like, I don't think you know how a penis works.
Oh, no,
like,
okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. And then she pulls out a condom. She's like, maybe this will help. And then blows it up and then like ties an animal with it. And she's like, is this what you want? And he was like, that's better. And then she's like, okay, one more time, pulls out a condom and then puts it on him and like tries to blow it up. I don't know. I think like something like that would be really funny.
You got a lot of visual humor for sure.
One I really want to do, just because it's a personal kink of mine, is I want to do one it's a video of a girl in like, you know, like generic college clothes, like like a frat sweatshirt and like a sweatpants and some Uggs or something, needs to practice for her night at the strip club, and it just like ends up into a full sex thing.
Okay.
Because there's nothing hotter to me than getting a lap dance from a girl in clothes that she was out in all day. Like her comfy
Why?
clothes. I don't know. I don't fucking know, but it's way hotter than the strip club, because the strip club, the girls are already in like scantily clad outfits. I don't fucking want that. I want a lap dance from a girl who is like this is a surprise for both of us.
A Mormon girl.
I've actually had that.
Now that would be a good porn.
Yeah, there's a lot of that out there.
Yeah. Well, I've seen the Mormon boy porn, but never Mormon girl porn.
There's a lot of like initiation ceremony Mormon porn.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of fucking creepy.
I was like, I've seen that for like fraternity sorority, but never Mormons.
Yeah, they have the whole ritual and whatnot in their magic underwear.
Oh yeah, I know about the magic.
But it's Mormon girl's interesting. We didn't have penetrative sex, but we grinded on each other till we both came, and somehow we did. It's wild. Hairiest pussy I have seen in a while. I don't know if that's a Mormon thing or if that was just this.
Yeah, they probably don't even trim the hedges.
Yeah.
No offense to any Mormons who are probably not listening.
Yeah, you know, enjoy life. Another one I want to do is a video where my partner thinks I'm doing a bad job, so they peg me to show me how it should be done.
Oh my god, okay.
And then this one's a really funny one. I want to do one where it's like the couple are both wearing way too many pairs of clothes, like it's the middle of winter and you're wearing like 30 layers or something, and it takes so long, like it's getting hot and heavy, but you have to undress each other the entire time, and it just takes so fucking long, like it's hard to get off clothes, you're wearing gloves with like Velcro.
I'm just imagining a penis sticking out of several pairs of pants.
I'm just like, it's like it takes so long to get everything off that like by the end of it, they're like,
I think I'm too tired.
I think I'm good. Like it's just like a blue balls thing, but it's like it gets really hot and sexual, and they like make out and like a lot of shit.
Okay.
They're, like playing with each other over the clothes, and like, fuck.
Yeah.
Are you good?
Okay.
I'm good. We're good.
Well,
cool. I guess let's go to bed.
These are good ideas.
And then my last one I have is I want to do one that's a face fucking karaoke battle, where the dick is the microphone. It's got to be 2 gay men though, or just 2 men, because each person gets a penis. And they have to sing into it while they're getting their shit fucking rammed.
So you're getting fucked while singing into another penis.
I thought like
no. Oh,
but like
okay.
singing with it.
Now I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like it starts off like nice, so like giving it a hand job so they get the microphone going, and then like I don't know, it's gonna be like, it takes me a lot to get me away from you, and like trying to get through it. I just think that would be hilarious to watch.
Maybe. All right, well, it's been good to do another episode of the podcast. Thank you for having me.
You want to plug your podcast one more time?
Oh, yeah, it's What Are We Talking About? And you can find us on pretty much every place you find podcasts.
Are you on YouTube?
Yeah, I believe we've started uploading there. And if we haven't, we do have a YouTube page to subscribe to.
Okay, cool. All right. That was another sex talk with me, Taffy, and my friend Aubrey. This one got very convoluted very quickly, but if you're not here for that, then, you know, probably the wrong podcast. I love you all, and see you next time.